It is time. Welcome, as we are in our Blue Rose campaign here within the Darkest House. We are deep, deep, deep in the house. The part, spoilers, known as Amator or the Lover. And there has been many things to find. And last we left off, our people were beginning to examine things within the study, namely a ghost book that they were going to put under a magnifying glass to take a better look at. The study, of course, is the one that belongs to Philip Harlock. At least that's what we believe here. And we have found more notes indicating the house potentially always has existed. And I found various notes about how to potentially offset its hold on the reality in which it is currently manifesting. Of course, to our otherworldly explorers, this makes a bit of sense as they themselves go forth and they've gone to different times and they've also been able to go into quite a few different realms. So ideas of something touching other realms, not only familiar with them, but familiar to the Blue Rose itself, who has had taverns that touch many planes at once. These similarities have been weighing heavy on the minds of our people. And with that, we will get back in. So, we're putting the book, the ghost book you had found, underneath the magnifying glass. It is titled The Book of Names. The book itself appears to be a treatise on otherworldly beings and dark gods, giving you names that you can use to call to them and perhaps gain attention. And remember this idea of names being talked about in some of the other fragments you got, talking about finding the attic, which you have not yet found. But you see names such as Amodius, Tiamat, and others. So, remember you also had the table, or really the papers that gave you kind of a diagram of the house, at least what Philip Harlock had been able to put together. And currently, from this room, there is a door that leads back to the corridor from which you've come, and a ladder that leads up.
Ladder going up sounds promising for attic.
That's where they would say the names, right?
Yeah. And also they had said that in the attic there were candles, but they didn't light the candles, and the book with the names, which is this ghost book here, didn't burn in the candles, whatever that means.
Sounds like they tried to light the book on fire. Though I can see why it wouldn't burn if it's a ghost book.
Not just ghosts. I recognize some of these names. They're gods from the plane I was from. Do you think they're from different worlds?
Are we able to read the book outside of from under the magnifying glass, or do we have to kind of like keep it under there to keep reading?
It's only under the magnifying glass that you're able to read.
I'll just quickly check to see if there's any Eberron specific gods just in the first like page or two. I'm not spending a ton of time on that.
Yeah, looking through it seems like you find a few you recognize.
Well, there's gods from my world also. Can I take a look at the blueprints again and check to see if there's any description of any other tools, or if the pliers show up on there at all, just to try and see what else we might be looking for?
Mm-hmm. Looking at it, you see there's actually this slight marking of an arrow that is rotating.
Did you guys say this is like a compass?
Seems like it is.
I think the compass might be another one of the magic tools. So now we got to keep an eye out for the eager knife and some kind of compass. But if it's constantly spinning, it might be a broken compass.
Had we found a compass before? No, right?
I don't have a compass.
Just watches? Okay, great.
What if it's a magical compass, Av? What if it leads you to the thing you most desire?
There was an old pirate's tale about that. Find the compass and it'll lead you to exactly that, the thing you most desired. It usually brought them doom, though.
Yeah. What is everybody's wound rating right now, actually?
I have a level 6.
6.
0
Whoa.
with 1 doom.
Nice.
7. Like 1 7.
Liza and Kelly?
1 second. 5.
Kelly may not be back yet.
Okay. That's fine.
If we give Sparkle another level 6 wound, do you think something will happen in the house?
What? Why are you trying to harm Sparkle?
To give Sparkle 666.
I don't understand this reference.
Their inner demon awakens and they become a demon dragon.
All right.
The goal of every kobold to become a true dragon.
Much. What would you like to do?
Matt, we looked through all of the places in this room. We explored them already?
Yeah.
Or did you say there was something else?
Yeah, she got... Yeah, you got everything here.
And then you said there was a ladder and the door we came from.
Yep.
Where does the ladder go? To the ceiling, or?
Yeah, it goes up through the ceiling.
So outside we have that room that says "Do not enter," or that used to say "Do not enter," and we can enter it now because we took the sign off.
Yes.
And then there was another room way at the end of the hallway.
Yeah. Because we were
And
in
then-
that weird frowny face if you count the doors as eyes, and then just the thing at the end.
Or we can go up through the ceiling. I think I vote ceiling. I don't know about you guys.
I'm fine with that.
Let's go to the ceiling.
All right.
I will lead the way in case the thing is heavy at the top.
Yes,
that
I
one
have
door.
no muscles.
Like that one door I had to push through.
Very good. Pushing through here, you find a room that is entirely free of furniture. There's many, many pillows upon the ground with a distinctly Arabic feel. You see a stack of books in one corner, and the smell of incense is heavy, though there's no incense burner.
Oh my god! It's a sex chamber! I know about these. They
Do
had
you,
these,
Sparkle?
they had these in the Feywild, Dalen. Except they were up in a tree. And then there was that one that was in a very, very nice pavilion. There was tea. I wasn't allowed to drink it.
What's this stuff on the bottom left? Is that like a lantern or like a hookah thing, or
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
can I explore that area of the room?
Yeah, absolutely. Searching deeper here. Excuse me. You do see amidst here are these books you begin pushing through, as well as hidden among the pillows is a bottle of this red elixir. From the way it's marked, it looks like there are 3 doses. Looking through the books, they all seem to be on things like astral projection, mental powers, and psychic phenomena. And tucked into one of the pages seems to be a piece of a torn journal.
Ooh.
Put in the darkest house.
I just found my note to myself that I forgot to actually send in the channel. The text just stayed there.
Amazing. Who would like to read it out loud?
I don't mind reading it unless Jackie wants to read it, but I know Jackie just got here.
I don't know if Jackie's back yet. You back?
Yep.
Okay. Would you like to read the journal?
Nope.
Got it. Okay. December 3rd. Feeling good despite the cold. Finished my reread of Eyes of the Child. I have those. Always reminds me of a painting I saw once in a gallery somewhere back in the city where I used to live. Interesting. Okay, December 4th. It's been quite a while since I've seen Marjorie. I miss her. I must keep to my studies. December 6th. I had the strangest dream last night. I was lost in this huge house. It seemed to go on forever. Some of the rooms were familiar, but others were very strange. I encountered odd beings, that's like something out of one of my books. But then I found myself in a sort of vestibule, I suppose you'd call it. Curving staircases, and perhaps most notably, orchids. Orchids in vases, just like my mother used to adore. I spoke my mother's name. Oh, I spoke the mother's name, and was returned safely home. I also have one of the orchids. Okay, December 7th. I swear that last night I had the same dream, or perhaps a very similar one, as the night before. I was lost in a maze of a house, rooms and corridors extending forever, it seemed. But I was able to escape by speaking mother's name into some orchids. But there was more this time. There was a strange, angular structure in the basement, and a man, or at least he wore the face of a man, familiar but not, was down there with it. Interesting.
So, apparently, that might be another way out if we find out the mother's name and say it into the orchid.
Wouldn't it just be saying the mother into the orchid?
No, but he wrote the mother's name.
I wonder if... So in Philip's notes, there's timey-wimey stuff going on, but it really gives the impression that Philip was experiencing two versions of a house. There was a house he was familiar with, and then the house that we walk through. And based on these entries, it sounds like the house that we know is the house Philip is seeing, quote unquote, in his dreams. And when he spoke mother's name, he was returned safely home. I wonder if that means the other house, the simple house that Philip sees. Maybe the orchids take us to the simple house.
That could be it.
I guess we should finish looking around the room. I mean, I have one of the orchids. We could try it, or we can go back down to the vestibule.
We've got a couple more doors we can check first.
Yeah. I don't want to be zapped anywhere without having finished the rooms. I agree.
I want to dig through the pillows and see if there's anything like underneath the pile of pillows and stuff.
Yeah, the only thing you're able to find underneath the pillows is that bottle.
While
Oh, yeah,
Sparkle's
Sparkle.
digging through them, I grab one and I'm fluffing it up. And as Sparkle's coming up, I chuck the pillow at them.
Curse you, villain! And I'm going to throw one at his face too.
And I'll
Sparkle.
grab another one off the ground and toss to Kelly. Think fast!
It just hits Kelly in the face.
Okay, let's not get sidetracked. We're here for a mission. Sparkle, do you want to taste test this? Do you want to do a little thing that you did last time to see what this potion is?
Pops up the cork, goes up.
Okay, this is a calming elixir. There are 3 doses that can heal a mental wound each.
Oh.
I did not realize you were supposed to specify if it was a mental or physical wound. Keep note of that, guys. Unless you all knew it, I was the oddball out.
No, I haven't been. I don't know what basic blood is.
I have not been
Oh.
either, but I know one of them is a mental wound.
These are probably from leaving the time loop room, right? A lot of our wounds.
Yeah. So yeah, you just about everything you got from the consequences of making a deal with the house were going to be mental wounds.
Got you. Okay, I'll write mental on mine.
Majority of them would be.
So I'm pretty sure that both
Yeah.
of my wounds are mental wounds.
Yeah, I think that was from being scared. Because the whole idea is that mental wounds are more like stress. You're getting too stressed in the house.
Gotcha.
So it's when like a jump scare happens, you take a mental wound. Those types of things. It's about being too stressed in the house. So if you die from that, you basically die from a heart attack.
Nice.
Does anybody
Well,
have a?
Since Spoil Sport over here doesn't want to take a break, and I'll just lift up the hatch and start heading back down.
All right.
I follow.
You proceed down to the private study.
Oh wait, did we get the feeling that was the attic?
No, it seemed more like a meditation room.
Cool. Okay. Meditation room. Write that down.
Snaps. It was not a sex room.
Yeah, meditation chamber to be specific.
Good to know.
And
Well-
even though we took the sign off the door, I think we still checked the end of the hall first.
Okay, so go into the corridor. All right. So, right. Yep. So you're trying the one that was all the way on the corridor.
The end of the
The
frown,
horror
yeah.
door.
Corridor, sorry. All right, it is unlocked.
I kick open the door. No, I go in.
All right.
My munchkin is showing.
I love it. All right, here we go, folks.
I don't like your face, Matt.
That's so rude. How are you going to say that to him? I thought you were kinder than that.
Sav, as much as I love
Not
your
during the
big,
drunk's house.
strong muscles, kicking down every single door in our path sounds counterproductive. Oh my gosh. What is this?
Oh,
This very strange room is a perfect cube. All the interior surfaces are mirrored. Doors in the middle of the wall, both vertically and horizontally. Smooth, glistening red walkway before you leads into the room from the doorway. It curves over to the right and curves up, then over to the ceiling, to the floor, and all around. The light flickers here like a strobe.
can I toss just a pen into the room and see if gravity, changes once you're inside?
Okay. Start to get on the path. You begin walking. And you find that gravity changes to be stuck to the path wherever your feet are.
Cool. Okay, that's what I wanted. Everyone feeling okay?
This is so weird.
You do see there seems to be a doorway on the other end, and there's windows on either side.
What does it look like through the windows?
You'd have to get up to them. Everyone walking through the path.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Go to the windows, and you see there's a storm that rages outside. Lightning flashes, wind rattles the window panes, and thunder echoes in the distance.
Think that's the same storm from the kitchen.
I think so.
Did the kitchen have a storm?
I thought it had started to storm when we were running away from those yellow rose bush monsters.
Oh, gotcha. I thought you meant where brother was with the dog outside. Cool. Got it.
All right. Do you
Or
continue
whoever that was
along?
with the dog.
Going to continue along the path?
Yep.
Yeah.
As you walk about and find yourself walking upon the ceiling, you hear a fluttering. You see these creatures that are drawn upon wings of flesh, almost grub-like, begin filling the room around you. I'll show them to you.
Ew.
Eek.
Oh, their little mouths are cute, though.
All
Yes.
right.
The
It's a circle of teeth.
the lamprey mouthful of teeth is so cute.
Well, it's so small on its big body.
All right. They all flitter about. There are 8 of them. Move over and move in. Those of you with wounds, it's as if they smell them and go into, and mouths open wide, just beginning to grab upon your skin like they're trying to burrow inside.
Ew. Okay.
Yeah, not so cute anymore, huh?
No, I take it all back.
Okay. So I know we said Zav has 0 wounds.
Correct.
I think everyone else has at least 1.
Yep.
I got
Yep.
2.
Yep.
Okay. In that case, everyone but Zav, go ahead as these things immediately come and attack. Resist just a rating 2 attack.
Can I try and like punch one out of its course, trying to?
When we get to all your turns,
Okay.
it's their turns right now.
Well, let's just try and give them a boon to the thing.
Yeah, I'll let
Defend-
you. I'll let you
just,
give boon
like,
to one
deflect
because
missile
Sparkle
type thing.
has to resist 4 of them.
So, yeah, I'll try to deflect missile one of them that's going at Sparkle.
Do I have to roll 4 times?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, the
You
first
gotta beat
one
a
is
9.
the first one's a
total.
13. Second one is 8, 9, 10, 11. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 again.
Nice.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the last one.
8 on the last one. Okay.
Timber.
Okay. What are the wounds you have?
2 6 wounds.
All right. You immediately get another 6 wound.
I manifested this.
and
I think I'm
they
unconscious, right?
they immediately burrow into your skin and begin. You see it as though it's eating up into Sparker's arm, trying to eat her from the inside out, or eat him from the inside out. So you have to roll to stay conscious against a rating 6, I believe.
Yeah. So you need a 13 to stay conscious.
Right, that's 9, 10, 11, 12. So now.
Unlucky.
Okay, 6. No. Okay, so
Flop.
okay. All right. Does everyone else pass?
I did.
Yes.
Yep. We had to beat 10, right?
You have to be
9.
9.
Oh, 9, then yes. I got 10.
All right, very cool. I'm assuming Kelly passed. If you're saying anything. And now you all have a turn. Here's the thing. What you can see, they're all around you. They're all biting in. The one that has gotten into Sparkle is going to continue to eat her. Or to eat him, I'm sorry. To continue eating, like they're going to attack whether this thing is, they're just going to keep going. So that's, you can physically see this thing causing more and more damage to your unconscious friend. What would you like to do?
Naylin will run to Sparkle. Her intention is to cut out the one that's inside of Sparkle with a dagger, and she will say, Zav, get one of the new potions that we found off of Sparkle and see if you can feed it to him.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, give me a medicine challenge with your dagger.
Oh, sure. Okay. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10. Yeah, obviously with that, you're able to stick it and get it entirely out
Nice.
with your dagger, and I'll let you do your... Excuse me. Inflict your damage upon it.
Oh, cool. That's a... Maybe I forgot how to do this. I rolled 1d6, which is a 4. Plus my thing, which is a 4.
Yep. And I think minus their rating, which is 2.
Okay, so 6.
Yeah. Absolutely. You get on the back. They're not dead, but they are gravely injured. So, and then Zav, you're feeding the potion?
Yeah. So I will feed them a dose of that new potion.
Okay.
And then, if I can, because I'm so speedy, I will pick them up because they weigh like nothing to me, and I will book it
Okay.
to
so
try
you're
to get to
gonna
the end of the
try to
hall with Step of the Wind.
burst into the other room. Yeah.
Goodbye, one mental wound.
Yeah. So, still in a little bit of trouble, but out. The other 3 of you, what are you doing on your turn?
I'm not exactly what to do in this sense, but I'm gonna use Sanctuary on Sparkle to at least stop more of them from getting at him.
Okay. Yeah, I think you can definitely do that. Are you running out as that is happening?
Yes.
Okay. And then Lies?
I think I'm just going, since Sparkle's up now, I'm just going to start fleeing.
Okay. Flee through. And anything for Kelly?
I am so sorry. What room are we in?
You're in a room that's a cube where the paths are going all around the walls and the ceiling, and you're trying to make to another room, and these crazy things with wings that look like grubs are burrowing into people's skin. Did you roll for the thing to attack?
I have not rolled anything. No.
Okay. So it did a rating to attack on you. One of them did.
Oh.
So I
Okay,
just need to do the resist. The
What is that, like a 2d6 thing?
2d6
Yeah.
and house die.
yeah,
Oh. Okay.
plus your rating.
Okay. Okay. That is a 10.
Very good. You're able to get it off. So that's what happened. Now everyone else has left the room. Are you running after them or?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Are Lies and Kelly attached still?
No, they
No.
got
Okay,
separated
cool.
when we went to the lovers section.
Gotcha. Yes, I remember now.
Are we close to the? I'm
You
sorry.
cut out.
Are we at? Are we in the hallway?
No,
We
you're
can-
right.
we had been in the hallway.
We went through the door at the end of the hallway. That's what this crazy room is, where the paths are leading along the walls, but gravity was moving with us as we walked along it.
Okay.
I also just want to say, because Kelly had been interested in other sessions in the story, we read the Ghost book, which is that book that we found last session, and it had a bunch of names of deities in it. So our assumption is that this is the book of names that we're supposed to read in the attic when we get to the attic.
Okay.
But I know Kelly was looking for that book, so I just wanted to let you know.
Okay. Did we also try the Venus Mars book?
You looked at it. There was nothing
Like-
special under the magnifying glass.
Okay. Cool.
I thought you did that last session, but if you
I
did
don't
this
remember.
time- so if you did this, time, okay.
I just edited my notes, so I don't.
Okay. All right, then you come in here. Immediately, this room gives a very strange feeling once you're in. It's almost like a cave. And as you're here, there is no door behind you, but rather like an entrance to the cave. It seems to curve out into darkness. And there is a ring of beautiful green mushrooms with pink spots upon them. The spores fill the room, giving it this light feel. And you can almost hear laughter in the room. Within the center of the mushrooms, you can see a shimmering, verdant light. And Sparkler's unconscious, dying.
So the potion didn't fix him, or because they still had 2 wounds, they
Still had 2 wounds, so they're not
Oh,
back to
okay.
1 yet.
I didn't know that's how it went.
Does anybody have anything for Sparkle?
Let me check to see how much I have left, and if I've used this on Sparkle today already. Okay, I haven't. So I will pull out some herbs and
I
mix
can
it with
also
honey.
do it with spare the dying if you want to save it.
Does that get them up or no?
No, that would not get Sparkle up.
So I will just use my healer's kit ability, and I cannot fix Sparkle again until they get a short or long rest. Short rest. But I also have limited supplies of that left.
Okay. So Sparkler delete another level 6 wound. and you are up. Sparkle, as you open your eyes, you recognize the room.
What?
Last time you were here, you were thrown into the mushrooms by your family.
Why are we here?
It's like Super Mario Brothers.
This was just what was at the end of the spirally walkway room.
No, we should go. We should leave. We should go back to the orchid room and just like get out of here.
We just got here. We can't go back.
There's nothing to see here.
Well, there's lots to see here.
Yeah,
I would-
a circle of dumb toadstools. Let's go.
I want to go investigate one of these mushrooms.
No, Kelly, don't.
Zab, do
Okay.
you think Sparkle's like high? I know these mushrooms are kind of giving off some spores.
Yeah. What are you trying to discern about the mushrooms, Kelly?
What would Kelly be discerning mushrooms for? Yeah, I just realized who I'm playing.
They have a sparkly center.
Yeah, I guess just to kind of look at them and see if they look like, because she's played Mario Brothers, so she's thinking maybe these have superpowers. And so she's looking at them to see if they look like the ones from the game.
A little bit of a different color scheme, and more bumpy and less pixelated.
Is it Wario and Waluigi?
I mean, as you get close, there's a sense of energy, as though the mushrooms are maintaining this swirling. What you can now see by someone just going in seems like a portal of verdant green.
A portal?
Mhm.
Hey, I think I found a portal.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't go into it.
No, this is just like the game. There are portals and mushrooms.
No, Kelly, well, maybe that's also true, but if you recall Sparkle's story, their family threw them through a portal. Is this where you landed, or was this your starting point?
Sparkle's kind of doing like wild like hand gestures of like shrugging and like handshakes like
Because if it's your starting point, then the house is starting to draw from our memories, which isn't good.
Was it the 666 that triggered it?
If it is, we can just blame you. Good to know. You brought it into the world.
grabs like Nalen's coattails. Are you manifesting my trauma?
Well, what's on the other side of the portal, Sparkle? Is that the
Or was this the other side?
Sparkle kind of like has his hands in tight little fists and kind of like goes up towards where the circle is a bit, but like still like away from it. This is where they pushed me in.
So the starting point.
So what happens if we jump in?
I don't know
Where did you end
if
up?
it's the Feywild.
Well, maybe this is a way to face your fears.
Sparkle kind of looks up at you incredulously, just like, face my fears? Do you think I want to see my family?
No. right?
Right. I
So-
don't want to see them.
Exactly. So this is a way to face your fears.
If somehow this portal still does take us to the Feywild, we'd be leaving the house, and that's not good since we're missing pieces of the treasures still.
Well, what is the Feywild anyway? I remember you talking about it once, but I really had trouble following it.
The Feywild is a realm just like any other, but also not like any other.
Oh, that clears it up.
It's like an echo of the material plane, and everything about it is magical. And that's where the Fae come from, and where I'm pretty sure the first elves came from.
Yeah.
Nayland, your home is there?
No, it's like ancient history. I've never been, and I never want to go.
Oh. Wait, I thought you said the elves were from there.
Like really old elves.
Oh, it's like Sweden.
Never heard
What-
of Sweden, but
What's a
sure.
Sweden?
Well, that's where my family's from.
So ancestors.
Yeah. Ancestors. So Feywilds, Sweden. Got it.
Well,
Is
how are
there
you-
anything? Oh, go ahead.
Well, how are you feeling right now, Sparkle? I mean, can you maybe, like, can you sense the traveler here, or?
I haven't been able to sense him for a very long time.
If this place is from your memory, maybe you could talk to him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. And we're right here to back you up, Sparkle. Maybe we could summon them to come here and we can confront them. Because we're like, we're your new family.
So you might have a point, Sparkle. I had an interesting voice come visit me, and it wasn't my mom or the house.
What?
But
What voice?
just a voice.
Okay,
They seemed friendly.
wait, when did this happen?
When we tried to sleep the other night.
Wait, you heard a voice when we tried to sleep the other night?
Yeah,
Well, why didn't you tell us?
because we're busy.
Right after we woke up, there were yellow roses, Lies.
We have
What
bigger
if that
things
had something
going
to do?
I figured the little voice in my head's not that big of a deal, okay?
I feel like it's kind of a big deal, Lies. Who is this voice? What are they doing? Who are they?
Shh,
we talk
lies.
later,
No,
really.
no, no. Yeah, don't. No.
I think we should continue on, or maybe Sparkle, you should try to contact the traveler.
Are you up for that, Sparkle?
Well, the last time I tried, it wasn't the traveler that answered, it was the house. And we're in the house still. And that even if this is like a copy of my memory, it's not real. It's not real. Sparkle puts his hands over his eyes and like stamps his feet. It's like, this isn't real. This isn't real.
Sparkle. What if it is real? Like what if the house allows us to go places? Sort of like the Blue Rose does.
Do you think that door was the... No.
What?
Could we just walk through the early little tropical structure?
What? What was that?
What are you gargling while trying to talk?
What's it called?
Stop speaking Elvish. What?
Heliotropic structure.
Yeah, that thing.
Okay. Was it that?
Because we know that that's supposed to be a portal, right?
Yeah. And that was sort of like a fun house, right? So
And Philip wrote in one of his notes that it had changed shape. So it's not going to look like what the blueprints showed.
oh.
But he also said he put it in the basement. And we
Who?
haven't been to the basement.
Who was the first person who went through the portal?
Either
Or that-
me or Zav.
You or Zav?
Well, but
So
Zav
what-
was holding Sparkle.
Zav, were you the first?
Technically, I think my feet crossed in first.
So it's possible Sparkle crossed first.
I suppose I wasn't really paying attention to what was in the room before crossing in.
Okay, there's got to be a test we can do to figure out if this is real or not, right? I mean, if this is real, then there has to be things that only would exist in this place, things that you've forgotten about, Sparkle. And if you see them, you might remember them, right? It made
What?
sense. It makes sense. Think about it. Like, okay, so you're trying to remember something, so you're only going to remember certain things. You're not going to remember everything. It's sort of like whenever I think back to prom, I can think back to who I got asked by, when I got asked, what time it was, but I'm not necessarily going to remember exactly what everybody around me was wearing unless I actually am in that moment. And then I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, Nikki did have on that sweater. And then all of a sudden, I'm starting to remember everything, right? So maybe it's just like that.
Do you mean like if you had been to a room and you only saw, like, what's an example? Like this part of the couch. If we went to the other side of the couch, it would be blank because it doesn't exist in your memory?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Nayland will start walking around looking for voids.
You walk around closely, looking around. Every bit of the space, nothing.
There's nothing here?
Nothing, no voids.
Oh.
You don't see a void. You don't see anything that looks like it doesn't belong in a cave like this.
Okay.
Cool.
Sparkle, does this look like what you remember?
Yeah. I mean,
Sparker, you look closer. On the rocky floor nearby, you see marks. 3 parallel lines that you remember making within the stone as you were grabbed, as you resisted. You see your brother tripped and hit his head. There's a little bit of blood.
is it still wet?
Seems to have dried. And even where your claws were, it looks like some dust has come in. They're not fresh.
Sparkle,
Huh?
I never really asked, but now I'm kind of super curious. Why did your family throw you here?
Well, so where we lived, Feywild portals would pop up every once in a while, and generally They closed up when things either came out or something went in. And Sparkle touches where he left his claw marks from being dragged back. And well, usually it was something of substantial size that came in or out. And I was the runt. I was runt. That was what my parents named me. But I chose my new name because sparkles are cool and they're magical and stuff.
Sparkle is totally not crying, but he is.
Kelly just goes up and hugs you.
Have you considered vengeance?
Many, many times.
No, as your name.
Oh, no.
Sparkle's a much more badass name. I like it.
Exactly. Imagine just like me standing over the corpse of some great beast and me mocking them with laughter. Ha! You have been smote by Sparkle, the magic dragon!
Yeah, but think about, may vengeance strike you down.
They're already struck down.
Yeah, but then it's talking about you.
But he's Sparkle.
He could be vengeance.
But Sparkle is a better name.
That is an opinion.
It's a fact.
I think Sparkle's better because Sparkle chose it.
So, having said that, though, Sparkle, I mean, if you wanted to go for a little payback, I'm here for it. Nobody treats Sparkle like that.
So we're going to take vengeance on Sparkle's family.
No, Sparkle is... I was just letting Sparkle know that, you know, we're here.
We got vengeance on Brad. Are you saying you're not going to help Sparkle get vengeance on...
Of course I will. I'm saying it's Sparkle's decision. It's not my decision, Zav.
Honestly, I probably live longer than them anyway.
At the rate we're going?
You
No,
know
you
the
won't.
life expectancy of kobolds? It's not very high.
Well, Sparkle will live forever.
Sparkle, have you been in a different house than me? We're not exactly doing great over here.
Is there something you... I mean, we are in your, you know, your former home. Do you want to see anything here? So
Well,
when you
I'm
like
just going to speak to the air and tell it to show me things.
Well, no, I mean, what if we move through here, right? Is there like, I don't know, a former flame that you'd like to go visit? We could go and be like, oh, hey, Sparkle's in town. Really talk you up.
Why must everything lead back to romance?
Yes, and Sparkle, weren't you thrown out of here as a child?
Yeah, how long ago was that, Sparkle?
Well,
3 months.
I'm actually trying to remember how old I made
The
Sparkle.
Kobolds mature very quickly.
They do. Like I'm telling you, I
It can't be
think
3
I had,
months.
I think I had Sparkle. I wrote it down. Thank God. So I'm like 8, and I was like 3 when they threw me in.
So you've lived a lot of life between now and then. I mean, you've grown up so much, and we're time travelers now. You're an agent of the Blue Rose. You've saved all of our lives. I mean, you're Sparkle the Magic Dragon. You're not Runt anymore.
I mean, they got older. I don't know about grew up.
And
So,
now
I mean,
you're
well,
here back in this place. I mean, if the you that's here now could have been here then, maybe, I don't know, spoken to you then, what would you have said?
I would have said to him to go through the portal anyway. Because just because they were blood didn't make them family. That I would have real friends, a real family afterwards. It would just take getting a little bit lost along the way to get to them.
Nice. I bet Runt would have been really happy knowing you.
Maybe. He might also think that I was kind of full of it.
But there has to be a reason we're here. Like
Ooh.
when you went through the portal, it brought you here. Is there anything that Kelly just doesn't even finish the sentence? She wants to look around to see if there's anything that looks like it was lost or dropped here, in case Sparkle lost something here.
I think looking around, you see bits of cloth that were torn. I ask you, Sparkle, did you lose anything?
We just find Sparkle's
No.
$1 million gold.
No, I think what Sparkle had been doing at the time before his siblings came to like throw him in, he was just like prowling around through the bushes looking for like berries and stuff. Foraging for food. Like a good little kobold for the family.
Yeah. So I'd say there's a red berry stained cracked bowl in the corner.
So I picked that up and I kind of look it over and then I carry it back. Sparkle, does this look familiar?
Yeah, this is the bowl I have with me. I was collecting berries.
Hey,
But
you want to collect berries?
Sparkle's gonna like hold the bowl and he's gonna look at the portal and he's just gonna chuck the bowl in the portal.
Okay. Vanishes into the portal.
Well, I guess it goes somewhere, huh?
I hope it doesn't hit anybody.
My theory is maybe because Sparkle was unconscious when we came through that door, the house was able to draw from Sparkle's mind?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, should we knock out someone else and see if the room changes?
Okay, somebody knock out Nayland. No?
Well, we're then raised the question of what are we gonna do when something attacks us while they're unconscious?
Or maybe we sleep
Knowing
here.
this house, that's probably just waiting for us to do something like that, just to be like, and here's everything else.
I think it's an interesting theory.
I mean, it's definitely worth a try if we didn't have to, completely incapacitate someone.
We don't. We just need someone to sleep.
Wait. I actually don't remember if I took sleep. I didn't take sleep.
I mean, obviously it can't be me because I might not wake up as myself.
You can put me to sleep.
You can't
As
go.
long as you can't go to sleep.
Oh,
I also
rest.
cannot go to sleep magically.
Actually,
Yeah, but
I
hitting
feel like-
someone over the head with a brick isn't magical.
That's fair. I mean, there's no factual way for me to say that you're wrong.
Unconsciousness and sleep are two separate states of being.
I will also note that I was unconscious and not necessarily willingly asleep.
true. Were you dreaming about this place?
No, I was mostly just contemplating the fact that I had a giant, a little worm with wings attach itself to my body and try and eat me from the inside out.
Do we think it was the worm?
Oh,
Like the house burrowed inside of Sparkle?
and took out this memory?
Maybe?
Maybe. I don't know. I just feel like something like this would happen for a reason, but maybe it is just random.
Well, you know how we test it? We go back out that door and come back in.
you sure?
Because us dying is such a fun and logical thing to test.
Well, maybe those creatures are gone.
We did have to walk all the way to the ceiling for them to notice that we were there.
I mean, I'll test whatever we need to test too, but is there another way forward? What if we continue forward, do you think we'll end up in the house again?
I don't think the house is going to just let us out. We know that the way out is through the doorman. Every other door or portal that we've gone through hasn't brought us out.
Except for that hand that yeeted you out, and then we all got yeeted out with you.
Why couldn't it just take us to the mall?
I mean, we could have taken ourselves to the mall after it took us out.
We did drive back and forth a number of times.
Maybe there's one other thing we haven't thought about. What if we have the power to change where we are? Like if we all sit down, take our hands together, and go total sphere and just...
It's actually not a bad idea, but don't we know how to, so this is me asking, don't we know how to like create the blue rose portals at this point?
No.
Oh, we can't like make it to that intersection?
Yeah, we used to know like a knock or something where we would open a random door, but we could make the blue rose hallway appear in there.
I was just wondering what would happen if we tried that, but honestly, thinking about it, the more I think about it, the more I think that it'll probably just make us leave the house, and probably not a good idea.
Is
So
there
we just
like wildlife around? Like bugs or animals?
There's some insects.
Oh. Can anybody talk to these?
yeah. Hey, animal, how are you?
I meant magically, Kelly.
Oh, no.
Sparkle, can you?
No.
Oh, okay. I also can't.
So should we try to change where we are, or should we move forward, or should we move back? Because I feel like we have 3 options.
Let's try to change the space first.
I
With our
love it.
minds.
So Kelly sits down and then holds out her hands. All right, everybody, join me in the circle.
Sparkle takes Kelly's hand and holds his other one out to Nayland.
Nayland looks at Biff and Zav and then sits down and holds Sparkle's hand.
I will grab Nalen's hand, I suppose. Sit down.
I'll take opposite of Kelly's other hand. Looks like you're
I
in the
will.
middle of me and Pip.
All right. So you take, and what are you trying to do?
We're going to meditate a second to see if we have the power to change the location that we're in.
What are you meditating on?
Well, actually, I was hoping that our good friend Careless could lead us in this.
Oh, right. Everyone, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. And now we are going to visualize a vast orchard of purple apples. Breathe out. I
One of my eyes
love
opens.
great berry apples.
Is this a real place, Careless?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Kelly will try really hard to picture exactly what she just said.
Right. Just let all the cares and how awful this is, how everything is trying to kill you, and nightmares, and after about 10 minutes, you open your eyes and you are still in the cave.
Well, it was
That
worth a
was
shot.
fun, at least.
Can I try and roll to get rid of my wound like I was resting? I did a little
Yeah,
rest. Okay, cool.
absolutely.
Nice.
How do you roll for that? I don't even think I can roll for that.
I think you might have already for your current wounds.
Oh,
Kelly.
okay.
I did, but that was before that one long rest we got.
Yeah. That's true. Well, yeah, so I can't remember precisely. If you don't remember, Jackie, you can go ahead and roll for him. So you basically just roll like you would normally go against the rating of the wound.
So 3 dice.
Yep, one being house.
Oh no.
You do.
I also messed up by getting 2 1s and then a 3 on the house die.
My 6 on the house die is the highest.
Okay.
And I
Ah.
did the same thing with a 3 on my house die and rolled 2 1s.
Since terrible things are happening anyway, can I spend a doom?
Yeah, you could spend a doom.
Great. I will remind you, you don't have to use it now, Matthew.
Oh, reminding me of that, are you? That's just a note.
I think it's the first time somebody's using it.
Correct.
Robert's just trying to be kind and let you know.
Oh, okay.
You can store it up for later.
Hmm.
When something more worse is already happening, you
With
can be
the
like, you know
other
what? Let's
dudes.
compound it.
Okay.
We could collect all our dooms, and you don't have to spend them ever if you don't want.
So, yep, we did that. in that case, let's see here. If you hear, first you feel like a massage on your shoulders, and then soft lips on your ear. Biff, darling. That's it. Relax. And I need you to resist rating 2 creepiness mental attack.
All right. 10.
Okay, that'll do it. All right, and what would y'all like to do?
So nothing happens to me.
Not yet.
Oh. So how do I know if I got rid of that wound, or does it even matter at this point?
So what was the lowest wound?
9.
9. So you would have had to roll a 16 or higher.
Oh, I didn't
And
even have
with
a
your
chance
rating.
at that.
And you have to subtract your doom from the roll. But if you do that,
Yeah.
then you get rid of the doom.
So in other words, that was really foolish to roll that.
I'm
Wait,
gonna
is that-
I'm gonna undo that then. If
No,
it was
no, it's
impossible,
fine, it's
it was
fine.
impossible. I'm like,
Oh, okay.
if it was literally impossible, like I'm
Yeah.
not going to do that. Like if it was like
Unfortunate.
really unlikely, I would be like, okay, but like if it's impossible, it's impossible. That's stupid.
Jonathan, is that the doom thing? Is that for healing or only when you're rolling to see if you die?
To see if you die.
Got you. Okay.
All right. Well, I guess it didn't work. So, which direction? Back or take our chance forward?
You all still look fairly hurt. Those things are going to attack. And the only one that they didn't focus on. Do you
Actually,
really want to risk it?
I do still have that one potion that will remove a single wound from someone of their choice. So that can be their highest wound.
I mean, we can't just stay here.
No, we go through the portal.
Kelly, if you have a rating 9 wound, you should probably take this.
What is that?
It'll get rid of your rating 9 wounds.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
if you have a higher one, it'll get rid of the higher one.
Nope, just a rating 9.
And yeah, you should take this because
Okay.
that can't be dealt with. Mine at least can be.
All right, so I'll take it.
Do we have to go into the portal, Zav?
I also don't want to go into the portal, Sparkle.
So we go back then. I don't really want to go to Sweden either, so
If more of you go down, I at least have very dwindling resources to continue to keep you alive.
I know, but what if we rush? What if we all run?
How big was the room, Matt? The swirly room.
I mean, pretty big. Like probably
Could I
20 by 20.
Okay, I can teleport to the other side. So I'll be okay. So we don't have to worry about me.
Okay.
I don't have anything for this. Oh wait, actually no, I do. Hold up.
Yeah.
We could go one at a time as I cast Sanctuary. It'll at least make it, our odds of survival better.
Why one at a time?
Can't cast it on multiple people.
Well, I don't think it'll attack me either. Not anymore.
That might have only been that there was multiple hurt people around me, and so they focus on that. If there's nobody hurt or if people are warded, then we may still get attacked. We don't know what these things are. And the only thing we do know is that they attack hurt people first.
Well, or they could be like vultures.
Well,
Yeah,
I
they
could
could
be a
just be
decoy then.
sensing our weakness and be going for that. Because they were pretty weak themselves.
I mean, we've got to do something. We can't just stay here. And that portal, who knows where it goes. I feel like we must be getting close to something.
All I know is we have 6 more tools that we have to find before we can get out of this place safely.
So let's keep going. Maybe we'll find something else that can help us.
The only place left for us to look back there is the room that we took a do not enter sign from.
So should we use our other trick? Or, Mater and all that stuff? To go back to the room?
I guess we can try it.
But won't we have to go back this way anyways?
If we want to check that room, the do not enter room.
Oh, yeah.
If we wanted to
Yes.
avoid that room, we can.
Full
But-
disclosure, I have no idea where we were before that room, so I don't know if there were other rooms that we came in here from.
Time loop.
The time loop, and then before that, the foyer with
We're
the.
going to have to go back to the time loop that none of us know how to get through.
We do know how to get through it. We have to accept the doom.
Oh, I remember that.
If
Yeah,
we do the Mater Pater, we'll go straight to the vestibule, skip the time loop room. But if we ever want to come back here, we would have to do the time loop room again.
So is there anything else in that crazy warped room that we needed to get to? Was there more than one door, or was this the only door?
This was the only door.
So maybe there's something here then. I feel like if there has to be something here. Maybe we just keep exploring. Maybe we keep walking through this cave.
Maybe I'm Alive know something about this area?
I Am Alive?
Your book that talks to you?
Oh, Tom Riddle. Look, take him out. I write down. Do you know where we are?
It's back. No.
Okay. Were we just in the Nayland, what's the name of that room?
Which room?
That weird room name that you said earlier?
The meditation chamber.
No, the one with the portal, the airy blah, 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 blah
The
thing.
vestibule.
Oh, the aliotropic structure.
Yeah, that thing. So I write down, were we in the aerotropic station?
No.
Okay, we weren't there. Were we in the vestibule?
When were you? You're asking about what?
I'm asking the book if we just came from these places. I'm trying to figure out where we were when we came here.
The swirly room.
The swirling room is not the vestibule.
And it's also not the Elio.
Tropic structure, correct.
Okay. Well, the book doesn't know where we are, which is more feeling toward the theory that this might actually be where Sparkle is from. And if that's the case, maybe, Sparkle, is there something here we could take back with us to help us? Things like that could heal us, or...
No, they're
What about the vegetation? Like, what do you know about the fauna, flora stuff?
Well, the mushrooms are part of like the magic that makes that's from the Feywilds.
Were there any stores here, or doctors, or a place to sleep?
I know you had said, Matt, not to ask the gargoyle anything, but I'm just going to take out the gargoyle. Can I just say, where's Amator? I just want to know if we're still in the house or not.
Gestures all around.
Okay, we're in
Feel
the
free to
house.
ask them about anything that's like in this section. Just the other sections is where I was
Got you. Okay.
saying, because it'll get confusing.
I mean, the gargoyle says we're still in the lover section of the house.
Okay, well that helps. So if we keep moving forward instead of going back where we came from, maybe we'll find something. Maybe this is a distraction. Maybe it's meant to take us back to a place where we feel comfortable, so we don't want to leave. And it just got really confused because it didn't understand what this place meant to Sparkle.
If you're
Right?
changing your mind and saying you want to go through the portal, I'm for it.
No, not the portal. Not the portal. I'm saying if we keep moving through this cave, what if we find something here?
The cave is a closed room at the end.
Oh, I misunderstood.
You came in a way. Like you walked in through a way, like you walked through the door. There's just no door. So you could go back that way. And it just looks like darkness. And then there's the
Oh, okay. So there's a portal and then the room we came out of. That's what I was confused by. Okay, then yeah, I guess I am saying let's go through the portal.
Zav,
Yes.
will you hold my hand?
I just hold out my hand.
Okay.
Where's Sprinkle?
You mean ice
Ice
cream?
cream.
I was like, what?
And somehow the big like body of ice cream can like come out of my tiny little bag. Just like he's right here.
I've gotten that thing's name wrong every time. Not even on purpose.
It's okay. I kind of thought it was just a thing of Zap's.
That's a Jonathan thing that I cannot remember your stuffed animal's name. Nayland.
Well, I mean, should one of us stay here and like,
No.
well, like keep watch or like?
No.
Wait, what?
I mean, just in case.
I hold out my other hand.
I don't need your hand. Okay, let's just go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to bring this up, Nayland, but we don't know what's in here. Okay, and the last time our group got separated, it was really bad.
Oh my god. Okay, I said let's go. Nayland will walk through the portal.
Oh God, she went through the portal. I was kidding. I follow her.
Yeah.
I jump in with Zap.
Okay. So you all jump in. And Sparkle, you feel that sensation you thought before, but this time you've chosen to come through. The green light shines bright. And as it begins to turn into a different type as you get shapes, you see red and there's a ticking.
No!
Oh no. No. Guys. I just heard that sound effect from Stranger Things. I don't need this. Well, here we are.
Wait. This is the clock room again.
Wait, didn't you just say that? Just kidding. Yeah, it is. You know what that means. Let's try the door. Maybe it's different this time.
to say it, but I actually feel a lot better about this than the Feywild actually. Like, I didn't think I would be excited to be back in this room, but
You really don't like where your ancestors are from.
Did you have a bad experience?
I mean, no. It's a scary place.
Like how?
Scarier than your home in the astral.
Well, yeah.
Is
You
this
know,
an
you just grow up
imagined
knowing
fright?
not to go. You hear stories. They warn you, like, oh, you know, when you're in the woods, don't go past those trees. It'll take you to the Feywild. You'll never come back.
Don't follow the lights in the woods.
Don't follow the lights in the woods. Yeah.
Don't copy the whistling.
Don't eat the food.
I mean, it sounds kind of prejudiced against the people who live there.
I mean, they're not all bad. It's just that, just like with devils, you know, sometimes you accidentally make a deal with them and then their footstool, their actual transfigured into a footstool for 20 years.
20 years?
Yeah, that happened to this one guy. He said something along the lines of, well, instead of being your slave, I would rather be a footstool. And his wish kind of got granted.
Well, since we're back here, do you guys think we should try one of the other doors?
Oh, you mean from here? Or
Yeah.
I thought we had tried the other doors.
Yeah,
No.
we did.
Well, not while we made deals with the house.
We tried all the doors here.
Not trading.
No,
She's saying
no,
not
but-
after the deal of the house is what.
Yeah, because all even the
Oh.
door we went through led us back here before we made the deal.
Okay.
But we didn't want to be separated. We all wanted to follow you, so we all chose the same door, but we could all choose a different door now.
Right. So this is the door you went through,
Mm-hmm.
and this is the door you had come through from the vestibule.
What about a hallway?
Right. You've got a hallway, and you've got this door.
The just for clarity, the Feywild portal brought us in where?
Just in
There.
the center.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
We can see if the deal still holds up. And I'll try
Hallway.
and open- Oh, okay. Hallway.
Hallway.
Okay. You walk into a very familiar room.
Zav, did you mean the deal that we made to open the top door? Like maybe we try the top door again and it'll still work?
Well, at this point, we should just try it.
Okay, top door.
Open the door, and all of you walk back into the room.
Guess the deal is a one-time thing.
Why is the clock here? I take out my book and I write down the same question as before. How do I get out of here?
Same answer. Have to call upon the house.
The dial on the floor, there's a portion of it that's brown where it shouldn't be brown. On the top?
Mm-hmm.
Can I examine that at all?
Yeah, just looks like a markings, maybe where someone moved a clock.
Can I put the
Like-
clock there?
Yeah, I mean, like you all moved the clock is what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
Like, it might be
Oh,
removed.
I see.
Yeah. Interested, just want to help you all out. The one way out of this is to make a deal with the house. Unless you do something else.
Unless we do something else.
I mean, you have magical ways out of this room,
Oh.
right? You have two magical ways that you've been able to move about the house. So
Oh,
there's
yes.
always
Oh,
whenever
yeah,
I say
yeah.
anything, there's always caveat
Yeah.
the magical ways you've used to get around the house.
Right.
But other than that, there is nothing special about this room. The purpose of the clock is to illustrate that time resets. Every time you
Okay.
walk in, it's the same time. That's what we discovered last time. That's what the clock
Okay.
serves. But this is
Right.
a time loop room.
Gotcha.
Unless you ask the house to let you out of it.
So, what do we want to do, everybody? Do we want to do the 4 names to get out of here, or do we want to make another deal?
Or the ring. We could use another instance of its magic.
Yeah.
We've only used the ring once.
Where does
I'll
the
take
ring
us-
take us?
To the living room, the very first room in the house. Back
Well, that-
in Father.
I feel like, isn't that the same as just using the 4 names? Except it takes us a little further.
It'll take us, the 4 names will keep us in the Lover portion of the house. We can explore the rest of Lover. There was
Yeah.
a hallway still. We didn't go down, I believe.
Yeah. Well, that
We
makes
went down
sense.
the hallway.
It's the do not enter door that we haven't checked of the lover section.
Gotcha. And we've done everything else.
Yeah, but there are the orchids.
Yes.
Where if we say the mother's name, but we don't know if it's the mother or if it's an actual person's name.
There are 2 uses of the orchids. So the orchids with the mother, but we can also go to the vestibule, which is where the mother Mater Pater thing takes us to the vestibule. And if we collect a doom in the vestibule, it'll take us to a new portion of the house called the Great Hall. I don't know anything about the Great Hall, except that there's a host in there that we can trust. I don't know where the Great Hall
That
is.
at all.
It's in one of the letters.
Oh,
Nayland took notes in her journal. Nayland pulled out a journal.
we could try the names then if we don't want to go all the way back to the beginning. But we have to decide.
I guess the names.
And we don't want to make a deal in this room and check the hallway or anything.
Unless you want to.
I turned in a doom already, so it's like my previous doom didn't happen.
I mean, I'll do it.
Is that girl math?
Well, yeah, as you remember, each person has to do it in order for each person to leave. the
Yeah.
room. If one person does it, only that one person is able to leave.
I don't remember what's the consequences for accumulating 3 dooms. Don't you just like explode?
No, you just get another level of badness when you leave the house.
Yeah. I believe so.
Before 3 dooms is like bad dreams. 3 dooms, I think, is a haunting by a spirit.
Yeah, it just gets worse and worse, basically, the more damage you accumulate.
Well, why don't we spend all our dooms right now?
Then we might actually explode.
We fall down an endless flight of stairs forever.
Yeah. Let's
No.
not abuse the fact that we decided not to die here.
No, I mean, like, if we use all of our dooms, then we use the names, right?
Why don't we just use
No.
the names first?
No, if you use the names, you just say the names. You don't get a doom for saying the names.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Are we doing dooms?
I thought we were doing names.
I don't know what we're doing.
Vote for names. Yay or nay?
Yay.
Nay.
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 I'm still conflicted, to be completely honest.
Okay. Vote to use the ring, then, since we only have one last room to look through in the lover. And then we can check other places because we have 6 other tools we need to find within
You
the
don't know
house.
if you only have one more place to look like in the lover, by the way.
Well, we have one door that we haven't explored that might lead to more places.
That's what I kind of want to do.
Is that not correct? Because the only door we haven't gone through is the do not enter door.
Yep.
Right. Well, remember, there's 2 rooms here, and this is part of the lover.
Yep. Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Yeah, that's right.
I don't want to go down the hallway. Well, I just starts walking down the hallway. I'm accepting a doom.
Okay, Nayland follows.
So you talk to the house. Okay.
I go the opposite way.
What?
Are you going a different door than them?
Well, I don't know which doors we've done. That's what I was curious about.
Just the top one.
So we haven't done any of the other 3 doors.
We've done it. So yeah, let me do this again. So you've done this door, which is what led to the summoning room. This door.
We don't see what you're
We
seeing.
can't see
I
anything.
have no idea.
We just-
All right. I didn't realize I had stopped making it live. My bad. Okay. So, all right. Sorry. Let's go on break real quick. Actually, I gotta take care of something.
Okay.
So we'll do break.
Okie doke.
time to come on back here. It's got all types of crazy. There we go. Don't need sand. Oh, we're doing Kelly, you're here, right?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, now the door I have highlighted, that is the one that went to the summoning chamber.
Mm-hmm.
This right here is where you came in from the vestibule.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is the this is the hallway we've talking about, and then here's the door you haven't gone in.
Okay.
Advice is going down the hallway.
Correct.
Yeah, but my thought was that we could cover both at once.
If you wanted to, that's totally fine.
Nayland followed Lies. Made a deal already.
Biff will follow Kelly if she goes the other way.
Sparkle would be following Nayland.
See, that's exactly what Zab's doing. Oh no.
Did we walk in initially from the bottom one?
Yes.
Originally, I think.
That is correct.
Who has the ring?
Sparkle.
No, I
we
gave
took it from
Biff.
Sparkle.
I gave it to Biff.
Oh, cool.
I think I just sit down
Okay.
for the time being.
So no deal. Everyone else is calling upon the house.
Yeah. I think I want to wait a little bit to see if they end up back here.
Okay. All right. So we will get to all of that. But first. Okay. So I've got Nayland, Lies, Sparker going down the hallway.
Correct.
Okay. So then let's start with Kelly and Biff. So you each had a doom?
Yep.
Okay. So this dark room has a plain stone floor and brick walls. And you see that a human figure huddles in the corner. Oh.
Wait. Bubbles in the corner?
Huddles.
Huddles.
Oh, huddles. So I heard bubbles, and I'm just like, what?
He's in a bit of acid.
Someone has drawn on the floor and walls around the figure with chalk so that it looks like they're within a three-dimensional box from the angle of someone coming through the door.
Can I throw
Chains,
sorry, no,
chains
continue.
dependent from the ceiling, most going all the way to the floor. A red door is on one side of this box. A table to the other side. holds an old-fashioned gas lantern, which is giving the only light in the room. There's a small notebook there as well. And above the table is a window.
I'm gonna call out to the man, just say like, "Hey, are you okay?"
Okay.
Cool. No response. Okay.
Well, just a second.
Oh no, you're good.
He turns. Hello?
He turns like directly to. He can see us, right? Like that. Hello
Yeah.
wasn't like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I want to walk over to that notebook.
Okay.
Are you stuck in there?
Yeah. I can't get out.
And who
You
are
walk
you?
over, just a second. You walk over to the notebook, so all this is happening at once. It has many pages, but still has 5 with writing on them and 12 blank pages at the end. And I'm going to give you the pages here. Ooh, doo, 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 doo. Here we go. Darkest. Nope. Blue Rose Monday. Here we go. Darkest House. And text. All right.
Okay.
Wow. Do you want to read that out loud?
Sure. All right. So this is written in handwriting that's different from the other pages we've read. Says, prisoner won't relate her name. This is the person in the box female or male?
Male.
Okay. Never seen snow. Never even heard of it. Has a daughter. Looking for the book of names. Asking about the attic. And then there's a couple of X's in a pattern, I guess. Claims they knew Philip Harlock or sister. Next page. No prisoner. Alone. XXXX. Next page. Probably not human. Strange manner of speaking. Cloudy eyes. No idea where they are. Confused. Mentioned Jerusalem. Wondered the courtyard. Theory. Bedroom consumed by house while sleeping. Next page. Prisoner. Male. Caucasian. Dark hair. Darting eyes. Found near the elevator in the Great Hall. Trying to convince the host to take him to the party. Smells like something from the swamp. Takes medication. Lost dog. Shouts. Sleeps. Next page. New prisoner. Says there are witches in my beard. That I am from hell. Nyar. Real name Nick Fuller. Checkmark devious. Checkmark hostile. And I'm just going to ask, what's your name?
My name's Nayar.
That's an interesting name. Where are you from?
A garden.
Who put you in this box?
He calls himself the Cenotaph.
Cenotaph.
Who is this Cenotaph?
I have no idea. I was trapped in this house. Let's say it's the punishment, and I was trying to blow my way out, and he showed up and threw me in here.
Oh. Okay.
Can I do the dark? I don't know because the darkest has version of an insight check on him.
We can try to see if he's lying, basically, and seeing.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I want to tell if he's
Yeah.
lying.
Go ahead and roll. Kind of tell me what you get, I guess. I'll say he's a rating 5.
Cool. All right. Then I got a 11.
Not sure. He does go. He goes, listen, just get me out of here. I see you're not from where the house is right now. There's so much power out there in the multiverse. I can take you to the Yellow Garden.
What is when I look at the window, before I respond to that, when I look at the window, what do I see?
Look out the window. And there's a storm raging. Outside. Yep.
Is it raining?
It is raining. But then, as you look, you see a tall, gaunt, and gangly creature in the distance that's suddenly illuminated by a lightning flash. And then gone.
How did you get your name?
It was given to me by the people in the Yellow Garden. Where it's a beautiful place.
Are there any mirrors in here?
Oh, well, there's not mirrors.
What's your last name?
I just go by Nair. That's all.
So, Kelly is smart enough to know that Nayar is like rain spelled backwards. And she's a little curious right now about a couple of things in this room. With that in mind, is there anything in this room that looks like it's a reflection?
To be completely honest, Biff would probably have something on him, like some kind of reflective surface on him.
I mean, the most you'd see is maybe the glass lantern that's reflective.
Mm-hmm.
But it's up to you.
And okay, so I was just thinking about what I read. Worth a shot. Who is Nick?
Looks. It's just my old name, that's all.
Why did you change your name? Tell me about this Yellow Garden. Why did they give you a new name?
And why are you using it?
Because it's about understanding that our old lives are gone when you join. It's beautiful. And he looks at you, Kelly.
Yeah, she's about to show him. She kind of rolls up her sleeve off of this red dress, and she kind of shows him the tattoo.
So they found you.
Yeah. Wow.
About this time, the door opens. And another figure walks in the room.
Oh, God.
He
Oh, the
appears
beard.
to be a large man with a massive black beard that extends to his stomach. in the long black coat with silver buttons and buckles. His silver metallic rings appear downright dangerous.
I'm definitely going to position myself between him and Kelly. And just ask, who are you?
Get out.
Okay. Can we go past you?
He looks. You may go the way you came.
And if we refused?
Get out.
Is there any other door in this room other than the one he came through and the one we came through?
He came through the red door, and you
Yeah.
came through the other door. That is the only doors here.
Okay, so Kelly's going to take a chance here. And it looks like that's chalk that the guy is kind of caged in, right?
Mm-hmm.
She is going to try to remove the chalk.
I'll dump my water skin on it.
Okay.
So she starts kicking at it to...
Okay. All right. She starts kicking, and then Biff is trying to help with the water skin.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you do so. You throw it and you try to kick at it, and the water comes in, and it does not move. It does not seem to mess with the chalk at all. Now it's this person's turn.
Yep.
Furious. Mine. And he conjures these black flames in occult symbols as they burn around Kelly and Biff. This is a rating 7 attack.
All right.
Physical or mental?
This would be physical.
I got a 15 then.
That'll resist. You push yourself out of the way.
No. It's 11.
Okay. In that case, go ahead and roll for the 7 wounds or the 7 damage come in.
So what am I don't know what I'm doing.
D6.
Uh-huh.
Subtract your rating.
Uh-huh.
If your resist rating is higher, subtract that. Then add the 7 rating of the attack.
10.
Okay, so that's a level 10 wound. I think that's your only wound right now, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, that is his turn. Now it's your guy's turn again.
Well, did the other guy do anything or say anything?
She goes, "Let me out!" And he starts banging against the air.
So he's not letting us know anything. He's just banging on the wall. Okay.
Yeah, he wants to get out.
But he's not giving us any clues as to how to get him out.
No, he's not.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to launch the desk at this guy using catapult.
Oh, sick.
Not the guy in the box, the other guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Make a rating 7.
Uh, 15, 14.
That hits.
Cool. So I don't know what to do from there, to be honest. I don't think I've actually ever
Okay,
hit
yeah.
something in this yet.
Right. So you roll a d6.
4.
Okay, then add your rating for attacking.
I believe it's 4.
Okay, so 8 minus his rating 7 for 1 damage to him.
Cool.
A rating 1 wound.
Yeah. Boom. All right, and then anything from Kelly.
I'll try command.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. You can roll it.
Okay. So what did I just roll? Dice? That's it?
Yeah, against a rating of 7.
Oh, gosh. So, how do I know how many dice? Hold on 1 second. There's something I'm trying to figure out because I don't know how to do this. So if it's a spell, is that 3 dice that I roll or 2?
It's still 2 dice. Just the spell gives you the effect.
The spell gives me the effect.
Yeah, so it's the 2 dice plus house dice.
Uh-huh.
Right. It's the same as anything else. It's just you can do this effect of commanding him if you beat him.
And I would have to roll a 14.
Yeah, plus when you add your rating, it would be a 14. So I think since this was your specialty, you'd probably be 1 more rating higher in it.
Okay.
So you'd have to roll a 10, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, 10 on the dice or higher.
Wow. All right. Nope.
Okay. All right, so that fails.
There's very little chance that was going to work anyway.
And yeah. Angered. You seek to steal. Now you seek to harm. And he conjures the fire again. So it's rating 7 fire to you and to Kelly and Zeph.
Yeah.
Right?
Biff, sorry.
I was like, damn, I got burned in the other room. It's so hot.
I failed.
Okay. D6 minus your rating plus 7 for your wound.
A rating 8 wound. That's my second wound. I'm pretty sure I'm unconscious.
You gotta
So you got to
for it,
roll against your highest.
and you have to subtract your doom.
That's only to see if he dies, not falls unconscious. Right?
No, this should see if he's right. I think I don't think you start your doom
Oh.
for this one. You do it right. That's on the death roll.
When did the death roll trigger?
After a minute,
I got
after you fall
9.
unconscious.
I got 9, so I'm probably unconscious.
Yeah, so you fall. How'd Kelly do?
I don't know. Not great. If I use the house die, what does that mean?
Means you call upon the house, and so you get a doom and the house acts.
Well, I guess
And-
I call upon the house.
Okay. So what total do you get?
15.
Okay. Seen that.
And that's only by rolling double sixes. So there's very little chance for me to survive this. Anyway.
Okay. In that case, what do you do?
Wait, Jackie, if you rolled double sixes, I think you would have passed anyway, right?
No. Well, I did roll double sixes.
Just
But
one
what I'm
house?
saying is I have a +3 on rating. So the only way I can pass anything this guy throws at me is if I roll a 5 and a 6 or 2 6s.
Right.
And the only way I can do any damage is to roll a 5 or a 6 or 2 6s.
Mhm.
So how does
If you
Doom
rolled
work?
2 6s now, why did you have to call in the house?
Because one of them was a house die.
Oh, got you. Got you.
So if I use a Doom, what does that do?
Spending doom in this one. I have to double check.
From what I remember, you just get rid of it, so it's not on your sheet anymore, but it gives Matt permission to do something awful sometime in the
Okay.
house.
So it doesn't like add anything to a roll.
Right. It doesn't give you any type of immediate benefit.
So this is really confusing. I'm trying to figure out why combat spells don't have any bonuses to them.
Because it's all worked into your character rating. Like, because of the way the rating is, and we did give you a bonus. We gave you a +1 bonus.
Okay. Okay.
So we gave you the +1 bonus to it because it was your specialty spell.
All right. Well, I will. I guess I'll try again.
Okay.
Yes, all I can do.
I mean, there's things you could do, but yeah.
Okay.
What'd you
So
get?
15.
15. Okay, so you're doing command again?
Yep.
All right. What's your command?
Flee.
Okay. Then on his turn, the way command would work, he runs, opens the red door, and goes in. Now you would know your spell now is over, and on his next turn, he can come out and fry you. Because that's how command works. Once they do it, they're
Well-
released.
So that counts as flee? Just walking through the door?
For this particular one, yeah.
Okay. All right. So I try to. I got nothing
Yeah.
for Biff.
Biff has a. Oh no, you used it. Never mind.
So really, the reason is because he's contained within the space. So that's as far as he can possibly flee.
right.
So he has completed as much as he can to flee. Whereas if it was in like an open space, a big like structure, then he would probably keep fleeing, right? So that's why.
Right. Does this door have a lock on it?
His door? No.
I asked the guy in the cage, how do I lock this door?
I don't know.
Well, I know I can't carry Biff, and I can't leave. So
I mean, you can.
I-
You can carry him. I mean, you can pull him. Any character can pull another character.
Yeah, I still am just a medium creature.
Okay. So I will say to the guy in the cage that We'll come back, but you need to find a way out because I don't know how to get you out. But I'll be back. And I try to drag Biff out of the door.
Yeah. Perfect. You drag Biff out into the red room with Zav. And Zav, you get to see a very burnt and steaming, unconscious Biff. Doing it?
I'll heal him, I guess. I just know it's like 8 o'clock, so I know we're not going for too much.
I know. I was just trying to get the. I just wanted to end with the
Yeah.
heal if we were doing
Yeah,
that.
I'll heal him.
Cool. So you get the heal, and all right, then we'll come back next week, starting with the other room.
Well, timey-wimey, the other room and me next week.
Yeah, basically. So see how this goes. All right. Everyone watching, thank you so much. As we explore the darkest house, the house that hates you. We'll see you next week.